Hello everyone and welcome to the lowercase letters of the cursive writing. So we're going to start off with this series of learning each and every alphabet of the cursive writing, the lowercase letters particularly. So before starting off with each letters, I need you all to practice a little patterns and strokes and curves to get it easier. So either you're a person who already knows cursive writing, or are you going to be the one who's going to begin with cursive writing, or an adult who wants to improve their writing. I suggest you all to practice these patterns, like at least you complete every day's session of alphabets. So every day we're going to learn one letter at a time, and that was the plan. So as you practice these letters every day, that is the 26 days of practicing alphabets, so every day just take a minute or two to practice these strokes so that you get that fluidity in writing. So to begin with, the cursive writing is something like, oh sorry, so it's something like this, like this. It just goes on like that curve, right? So to get that curve, we need to start practicing those curves. So let's begin with the first one. Every time make sure that you begin from the zone, this middle zone. That's called the baseline. So you make a curve up like this. Okay, so this is going to be the curve, the initial curve. You're going to do that for the lower zone too. So just a curve, but make sure they are quite far from where you started. So these curves are the initial lines that's going to help you get the letters in proper shape and position. And now the most important line is the opposite of that. The line that comes from up to the base. Okay, so this is going to be the curve, like for the letter C that you write. Okay, so these are the letters. So first we are beginning with the curve that goes up, and then the curve that comes from top to bottom. Okay, now let's practice the loop. Okay, using these two lines. So we are making this curve up and then another one to the bottom. So you got it. Now using these two lines, let's make a smaller loop. Okay, now the most important part. Whenever you're drawing a line up, take enough space to move up so that you have enough space to bring it down. And also you can notice that it is slanting downward. Okay, so the loop goes up and it slants backward. So the lower stroke must move backward. To get this in line, I need you all to practice this along with me. So from the baseline, when you go up, it's going to be in the right slant, and then you're going to move the line back down in reverse. Up and down, up, down, up and down. You can see it's not even. We cannot make a parallel. So when we're doing it like this, it's parallel, but when moving it up and down, it's quite difficult to get it parallel down. That's when you get the loop up and down. This is the most important part of the cursive writing, to get your cursive writing in right slant. So the most common mistake is this: you go up and it goes straight down. Even though you have taken the initial stroke in the right slant, since the line that comes down is straight, can you see? It's not giving that right slant look. Okay, so this is what you need to practice. So take a note of all these. You have learned the upper stroke and the lower stroke and how you form a loop out of it. Now it's time for you to practice it continuously. Do it like this. Let it touch so that you know how to calculate it and make the loops slant right whereas you maintain the width. Okay, that's it. Now let's do the alternate of that. So here it went up and this came down, right? Now let's do it like this. Take your time practicing this. So initially you can leave some space and then try doing it like this. Okay, I hope you're getting it. So it goes down in this angle and again it goes up. Hope you can see that. The main reason why I'm teaching you this is to make sure whenever the line goes up, it goes longer and it comes backward. That's what I want to stress a lot here. Okay, so these are the patterns that you have learned. In the same way, let's do this to get your hand in good movement. Okay, for that, start from here, and then you can start from here too. So from the bottom, bring it up, make these loops, and then from top, bring it down and make these loops. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect, this one and this one, but these must be perfect. Okay, so we've got all these tangled circles. Now it's time to learn the next one, retracing. So we made loops. When we just leave the loop off, it's called retracing. Can you see that? It goes up and you follow the same line till you meet the baseline. So you can do the same like this. This is called retracing. Now to take it to the next level, let's do this retracing up. So for the letter M and N, you're going to use that, and we have this for the letter U, W. We will be using this. You need to practice all these. So these are the basic strokes that you need to practice: retracing and loops. Okay, this is going to be a little weird when I tell you. Just draw a straight line and put bars like these in between, in the center. Okay, this is going to help you to place your T bars in proper position. And then the dot. Practice keeping dots. Not a scribbled one, not a quick one like that, just a dot. So these are the basic things we will be using to write the lowercase letters. So I hope you've taken a note of all these patterns. Now let's get back to the basics. So we know every alphabet is made up of straight line and circles when it comes to print, but when it comes to cursive, everything is made up of curves. So we have these curves going, and then loops, and then lower loops, and then retracing. So these form the lowercase cursive writing. But there is one pattern that you must follow. Start from here, bring it down, make a loop, bring it up, make a loop, and down. I always insist my student to practice this in every class that we take. I do conduct online one-to-one sessions, And this tells a lot about the student's idea of giving space between the letters and the words. So take your time in practicing these loops. Just focus on the two circles that you make in the upper zone and in the lower zone. So we call this the upper zone and we call this the lower zone. It's up and at the bottom, and then this is in the middle, so we call it as middle zone. So middle zone usually has the line that goes down and it comes backward, okay? And then we also have line that goes up, and also we have loops to form on top and loops to form at the bottom. So make sure the loops on top and bottom, they are of the same proportion. So this is all about balance, concentration, and understanding the space, okay? And also control. See, it has gone out of the line. I did miss that. So take your time on practicing these strokes before starting the cursive writing practice. So yeah, see you guys in the next class. So in the next class, we'll be starting with the first alphabet, the basic alphabet. It's not the letter A. So don't be expecting to learn the letter A in the first session. It's going to be a different one. So practice all these patterns and see you guys in the next class. Bye bye.